All right, what's up? What's up, folks? Today, let's see. Do I have the mic going? Yes, I got the mic going because, like I said, the last couple times I've been running these videos, my mic hadn't been running, and honestly, I probably just messed something up just then. But we're gonna run with it. I think we have sound. Do we have sound? Yeah, we got sound. All right. Yeah. So hopefully none of you guys were caught up in that Spectrum outage, right? Because I was running TradeStation and it was doing everything it was supposed to do, and then right around 3:30 or 3:45 here in North Carolina, Spectrum lost connectivity, and it wasn't until just 30 minutes ago that we got the data back, we got connection back. So if you were trading or trading combine or whatever, I hope you had some way to stop your loss. I hope you either have a hard stop loss in there, or I don't know. I just hope that everybody just didn't lose their accounts behind all this. But anyway, tonight is about redemption, right? So last night we were on for 2.5 hours. We went over some stuff, and then I worked on a strategy, and then I was having some trouble putting the strategy together, so I was figuring it all out. And yeah, so I went to there's a home study course that you can use for object-oriented language with TradeStation, and so I looked over that a little bit. But actually, I had figured it out. We kind of talked through it. Had figured it out last night, even before I got off. It just took so long to get there, and so I'm not averse to the to really trying to figure things out the hard way, if you will. I did look back at one of my codes, and it kind of jogged my memory a little bit, so it gave me something to go off of. But yeah, that was tough last night. So I got it today. Repetition is key. So that's all I want to do today. We're just gonna pick another strategy. We're gonna code it. We're gonna put it into. Oh, matter of fact, I didn't even put that ELD on the Discord last night. So let me do that. I'm gonna pull up the chart, and then I'm gonna put that on Discord, and then I will get back to the screen, and let's see. What was it? Go to here. We're gonna go to export, and then we were exporting strategy. All right, now we're exporting the strategy. I think it was this one. Yeah. Okay. All right. 207 3024 cross. Gotta do it now. So if I don't do it now, I'll forget to do it later. Alright, so we got that. TradeStation exports. Here is Discord. Put in the library under strategies, ideas. Put it in the library. I mean, really, it's just good for the template, right? So you can take the template, you can change the stuff that you want to, and use this for, automation if you want to. I don't necessarily recommend it. Well, I don't recommend you use any of this as advice or anything like that. But this one here, like I said, we just put it together on a whim, and I don't know that it's super profitable. However, I don't know that any of them are super profitable. And we're going to go over the strategy today that I've been looking at the last week or so. Strategy with order tickets. Again, so this is now posted to the Discord. You can go and you can download that ELD and use it for free. Okay. All right. So today, we're talking about today. We said that my Spectrum went out. And so it went out right here around 342 or so, which was actually okay for me because I was my script only runs up until about 345, and so at 345 it's going to stop taking trades anyway. However, this morning I did put together a script, and so now that one will be. I'm surprised I didn't put this one together earlier, probably because I didn't have the knowledge base to make it happen. But this is actually a really good script, so this is something that some of you guys probably enjoy. Over here on this is where I have my strategy automation set up. These are the trades that were taken. However, I would have liked for you to be able to see the equity curve. Now, it wasn't great. Like I said, I still got some filtering and some modifications due to the script, but I was able to at least see where how the equity curve changed during the day, right? So again, this strategy is for the 15-second time frame. One of the things I noticed even yesterday is that I don't have enough range on for the take profit and for the risk. It's set up as a 1-to-1, which already it's questionable, but it's based on the distance from swing low to swing high to swing low to swing high. It's based on that range, and so whatever that range is saying, then it's going to take that, cut it in half, and then that's going to be my risk, and that's going to be my take profit. And some of the times you'll see that, it would go right to that level and then wick away, right? So, I know that this is just one candle, but I entered here, it exited right here. This was the, bottom of the wick. It went another tick, and it did come down here a little bit further below it. The strategy did get in again on this next candle, and it took profit up there. Doesn't really matter because the overall day was a loss. I think I came into the day with $170 loss because, whoa, good gracious. All right, I don't know if that's right, but it might be. I think I came into the day with a 100. It was either $170 loss. I think it was $170 loss. So this script lost another $1,500 for the day. Is that right? Okay, because when I was playing with it yesterday, when I was playing with it last night, when we were finishing up the script online, it was losing some money then, and so it added that to the total loss here. So let me open up the script and see, because I had to do something in order to make this script work right. I had to make that numerical adjustment. So I named this script Account P&L. And so down here, the account P&L would just plot. It would plot a line what that P&L looked like throughout the course of the day. And like I said, I've never had anything like that before, but that is very cool to see graphically what the P&L looks like. So let's go and just I need to restart TradeStation, because since it got knocked off at 350, it's still off. It didn't start back up. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. So when I was playing with it last night, I accidentally, inadvertently lost $1,070. Right. So out of $1,070, my P&L loss in this strategy on today lost an additional, 610 bucks, $600. Okay, so that's not that bad, considering I know that I've got some other filters and stuff to do with it to make it better. So I'm not at all, completely distraught by that. So that's all right. All right, so let me pull it back up. I'm gonna get TradeStation going back up here, and then I'll show you. We're just gonna do that one from scratch, and at least I can accomplish that without making myself look crazy. All right, so you have to look at my face. I'm sorry. To look at my face while I get this set back up. And then we shall. Oh, is that it? Yep. That's it? Nope. Still working. Come on. Yeah, I was reading online, and it looked like Spectrum has had like nationwide outages and that kind of thing, which is a little crazy. It's a little crazy. So Spectrum got to do better. They got to do better. And there's a possibility we could lose connectivity during this stream too. So we've always got that. All right. It's just sitting here trying to load up, so I don't know if it's going to load or not. It's looking like not. So maybe I hopped on here too soon. Doesn't look like it wants to do anything for me. All right, this one is moving. All right, let's try this. Okay, data connection established. Data connection. I think we're back at it. Want my glasses? I have to pull out my spares. They'll have to do. right. Okay, I think we're up and running. All right, let me get you moved back over to the main screen now. All right, so fire eyes. Okay, all right, so just kind of a recap of what happened today. Looks like we just kind of continued moving on up. Stand over the 200 EMA as of from 7:30 from yesterday. We stayed over 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Just kind of bouncing steadily on the on VWAP there, and yeah, definitely have some volatility in here during these news events, and we'll pull it back out and then go and see. We talked about yesterday what happened with within the market metrics, how we saw that there was such a large amount of strength for reversal. What happened today? Let's see if we can pinpoint anything on today. Well, this looks similar. I'll tell you the part that looks similar to yesterday. When we're talking about finding support, with the exception of this right here, right? That high amount of ask sentiment right there on level 1. You got a high ask sentiment right here, but you have dropped down toward a potential area. Okay, so you have demand there, and then you have a higher low right here. Higher low. Higher low. Alright. So it makes sense that this would be a good area for reversal. But now you need something more though. You need more than just one piece of information. And it looks like that second piece of information is going to be this high number of market orders here. Cumulative market orders. So when a bunch of market orders come in, this script here just keeps adding them up. It adds all the market orders up. So you see that all the market orders through here are just kind of relatively the same. But when it gets here, all these market orders, for whatever reason, add up to be really high. And limit orders are safe orders. Limit orders are planned orders. Limit orders are fairly strategic, I guess. But market orders are fear, panic, control, aggression. So these are very important, right? You also have it over here, right? So you have these high market orders came in over here. But what happened here? What was this? This was 2 o'clock. Okay, so this was 2 o'clock. All right, so around 2 o'clock here, I guess it came down and did a retest of the low. I guess it did a retest of this base or this step here. Came down, bop, over the consolidation zone, came back down, retested on the top of it. We also got high ticks, we got high marks, and then it moved up off that. It was also right there in that zone of that 200 moving average. And just with some shoddy math, the 200 moving average on the 15-second time frame is very close to the 9-period moving average on the 5-minute time frame. I think the calculation I did was that a 180 period moving average on the 15-second time frame would be the 9-period moving average on the 5-minute time frame. So very close. So again, if you're on the 15-second time frame and you want to know what's going on the 5-minute time frame, I mean, just talking about the 9-period moving average, then you can pretty much look at the 200-period moving average and see what's going on. And we know that typically when you're over the 9-period moving average on the 5-minute time frame, you're fairly bullish, and when you're under it, you're fairly bearish. Okay. All right, so that's all I need to talk about with this. Let's look back in the day a little bit more, just to make sure we didn't miss anything. 12 o'clock. So I have all of the day recorded. Well, from about 8:30 to 11 o'clock, I have it recorded, so I can look back at it and make any other looking here. We talked about this yesterday. Of course, we talked about this when the market comes down. We typically see the high ask, and then on the other side, moving back up, we see higher bids come in. Even through this dip here, you didn't see the higher ask come in. I guess because it wasn't bearish moving out. But anyway, on the way back out, you did have these higher bids come in. High spread right here. Not seeing a lot going on with the spread here today. The spread did widen right here, which looked like to be the top of this move anyway. I don't know if it's the top of the day, but that spread widened out to right around 1. Yesterday we saw the spread get around 1.7, and 1.7 was significant for the turnaround. Oh. Whoa. Look at the spread right here. Spread got up to 3.5. What was this? Now you got my attention. What was this? At 124, the whole market just dropped with the high spread. Was that from a high? 124. We're gonna put the global position on here, like that. Then we'll double click to get out of here. We're gonna come over like to the 1 minute time frame. Okay, and then so we're here. This is the global position, that vertical line there. So that's where the spread was really high. I guess it had to be that high because if people were thinking that they were going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll call it 5. I mean, it's not a perfect line, but you're going to tap there, and then you're going to come above it, tap back down, and then consolidate, and then the idea will be to move up, right? And you'd be moving up through all of this, all these losers. And so this should be a nice move up, which you did get over here. But first, it took that liquidity first, and it had to do it with a high spread because it should go this way. And that's the thing, even when you know it should go that way, it doesn't go that way until it decides it wants to go that way. So once it dropped from here, what did it look like through this range before what did it look like here to know that that was the turnaround other than this high volume here? So let's put a mark there, come back. That was messing with me. Okay, so that was here. Double click. That's here. So what happened right here? To let us know that this was the place to enter. Like I said, other than that high volume. Well, the market said, I'm ready for you. Right? This cumulative level here, this is the market 2. This is the market depth. This is level 2. This is all 10 levels that I have access to. This is all 10 levels added all together. Boom, it got that high. Right here, boom, it got this high. So this was that first drop, and then this was that second drop. But you see how high these got? I mean, and this got really, okay, so the bid enters got really high as well. But how high is that compared to the rest of the day? I mean, it's just as high as it was up here, but definitely higher than all this. Now, the only thing else I could say about that, so I have to make a mental note about this, is look how high these are, but then look how many large orders, how many total orders you have here. These are the large orders. These are the total orders. Versus over here, you see where we have this raise at? These numbers are still fairly suppressed. It's not that many overall orders coming in to support this amount of market interest. And maybe there's a ratio that we need to be respected. Like if this is close to 2 million, then this needs to be close to 1,000, 1,500. But this is close to 2 million, and this is up here about 1,500. So 2 million to 1,500. I'm just curious, what happened on yesterday if we were to use a ratio or a reference like that? Is that something that's repeatable? Because this got up to, but this market here, when it turned around, well, even up and through here, we'll call that line, but we got to call that line like the 4 million line, and this went up to 2,000. But again, look at this distribution versus this distribution. All these guys are much higher and scattered than these guys. These guys are still tightly clustered. However, you did get high marks over here. But you got your high spread over here. Spread. And even though you got market orders over here, you got this high above bid over here. And these really large limit orders. I don't know how come I didn't highlight these yesterday. Okay. Alright, so let's do something real quick. And you know what? It's 10:17, man. I really don't need to be hanging on this late out here. So let me get out of here. But I do want to put this quick one together to show you how to use your accounts provider. So you can make that indicator to show what your P&L looks like throughout the course of the day. So we're going to make a new indicator. We're going to call it YouTube AP graph. Bam. Okay, YouTube AP graph. Okay, we're going to just open up a new clean chart. Put that bad boy on chart here. Give it the 1 minute time frame, the 1 minute. 1 minute time frame. Okay, so the objective here is to graph your P and L for the day. So now one of the things you got to do is you got to figure out what the account is. Okay, so you got to go to the toolbox. You got to pull out your accounts provider. So to look like this, accounts provider, just drag and drop it, and then you go over here, click this, double click it, whatever. Go over to parameters and the properties, and you just put AP for accounts provider. For load, you need to double click, triple click it, so it turns into true, and then the rest of it you can leave it by itself. You don't need to do anything for the filters. Now, two things. So one thing, I don't do anything for the filters, but now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I might want to do something for the filters. Okay, but so let me show you why you might want to. Okay, so we're going to verify this. No errors. Come over here, YouTube AP graph. YouTube AP graph. Add that. Okay. All right. So we're gonna put if last bar on chart EX, then print hello. Just make sure that you get something on there. Okay. So see, you got hello. All right. So now we're gonna print. We want to print what the account net worth is for our account, right? So if you hit, like for me, it's Alt Q, right? So chart trading. So you hit Alt Q, and then you get your, so this is the account. This is my simulation account, SIM23747889F. Okay, so that's what I use for futures. Okay, so you probably want to put that over here. And then if you put that over here, then this collection would essentially be only what's in the filter, which is only that. Meanwhile, if you don't do anything to it, it's going to have all of your accounts in the collection. Okay, so AP is an object or component that just houses your collection of accounts, and then once you figure out what account you want to use, then you can pull up the properties and you can figure out a bunch of other stuff. All right, so just look at this. All right, so if last bar on the chart, then print, we're going to do AP dot. Okay, now if we do account, now we got to hit the bracket, and it says index, right? Or if you go down, you can put the string account ID, so you can put the name. And the account ID will be this here. Now you can have an alias for your account, but this is not the alias. This is actually the string account ID, which is the number with a letter behind it. All right, so we're just going to put the index, which is going to be a number, like that. Once we hit a dot, now we can pull up the account ID, and the account ID will print that back to us, or we can print the net worth. BD is beginning day, account net worth, account equity, the alias, whatever the name is, all these other things, currency, real time, cash balance, net worth, all this kind of stuff. Okay, unsettled funds. All right, so what I want to print is just the real time net worth. Okay, so I'll just do RT. Real-time account net worth dot toString. You got to do toString because you're in a print area. You need it to have be a string. All right, so you see it says 26,000. Okay, so now if we go to balance positions and orders, you'll see that now you see, if you look at this, you'll see that this does not say 26,000. So it's not, the one that index 0 is not referencing this account. So you'll get yourself messed up if you're asking for it to pull an account for you and you're actually not referencing the account you want to reference. Okay, so there are other accounts, right? So futures, all right. So you got this sim one. The sim one, I guess, I don't think it's that one either. That's the futures one. That one. Maybe it is that one. Maybe it is that one. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's just go back and we'll just say, all right, we'll say which one is it. So we'll say print the name. So we'll use that same index, that index of 0, and then we'll say, all right, we'll print the what is it, account name? Account ID. I think we have to use toString here also. Okay, verify that. All right, so the account ID is sim2374790X, and I didn't even see that one on there, so I don't know how that one is populated. But again, we're talking sim stuff, so like I said, that doesn't show up here. Account number. Yeah. I don't know where that was coming from, but that's the one at index 0. Okay, if we hit index 1, verify it, now that's 4788M. Still not it yet. Now we hit of 2. Now we got, now we have the one that we're looking for, 2374789F, and that is the futures account that we are actually working with, right? So if you want to do that, then like I said, all you got to do now is go back and then you say print the real-time account net worth. Okay, so the real-time account net worth is 99086 and 70 cents. And then if you go and you look over here, $99086 and 70 cents. Okay, so that is how you capture the net worth on your account, or the beginning day net worth, or the currency. You know, all those things that we looked at, all those different properties. Now, so all you have to do now is say not print, but you want to say last bar on chart, then plot. All right, so plot 1, we're going to plot that number. All right, so we're on the 1 minute time frame. Let's move it to the 1 second time frame. Yes, 24. All right, so on the 1 second time frame, we have now we're going to start seeing a plot for 99086 and 70 cents. Now, when I start taking trades like that, well, it's buy market like that. So we're going to let it. You see, it, we're in a deficit here at some point. So we're now down $12.50. And so now for every bar, this thing is steadily updating what our real-time net worth is at the close of that bar. So you see it's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down. And then eventually when you close it, when you close the position, if you close it back here, now it's just going to stay lateral at this same price because your net worth is not changing during that time. So this is super cool. This is super cool. And again, I mean, I think this is something that, you know, especially if you're an aspiring trader or something like that, and you want to hop here, hop on your sim account, or hop on your real account and see how you do, and you want to see what your equity curve looks like during the day, then, you know, graphically, visually, you can see it. So if I take another position, say I take let's do a sell market, all of a sudden I'm immediately $12 short. Now I'm back to that same break-even level. Now I'm short again. Now I'm back to break, you know, I don't want to say break even, but I'm where I was before I got into the trade. And now I'm back down. And now if I go ahead and close that position out, now my P&L is down here. So I'm steadily losing. Fine, I get it. But now let me show you what my strategy did during the day. The one that I've been working so diligently on. I did manage to take a screenshot of this before I left, when the internet, when Spectrum started going crazy. I took a picture of it, screenshot, so at least I've got it. All right, so this is how the strategy performed. Not very great, right? So it started off the day up here at 99,702 essentially, and as it took trades during the day, came down. But look how much. I mean, but even with this, you can see how much drawdown you have though, right? So this one got in the position here, it drew down this far, and then it came back up, and I think, I don't know where the trade exit. I need to put another marker on this chart, so when a trade is taken, it needs to like plot an extra dot on here or something like that. You know what? I bet we can figure that out. Because it'd be helpful to know when you enter the position versus exit. It might be easier to tell through here, but not really, because the trade can move against you, and then it could come back to you, and then you could exit. I imagine these flatter lines are where the trade exited, right? So you're not in the trade, not in the trade, get in the trade. Now you got the volatility. Now you exited, and now you're flat again, and now you in the trade, and now you're losing, gaining some, losing. Now you're out of the trade, going lateral, right? So that's probably it. But I mean, this looks like a freaking roller coaster ride. And then toward the end of the day here, it started to climb back out of the hole, and then it just tanked again. So it was almost getting to the point where it's only gonna be, you know, $300 or so to the deficit, and that would have been it. But no, it couldn't climb out of the hole. So let's see if we can do that real quick. We need to use, I don't know if we use an orders provider or I'm just trading one contract at a time right now. So what I do here will work for me. It may not work for everybody, but I'm going to try. I'm going to use position. I'm going to use the same positions provider. No, that's accounts provider. Okay. Well, we could do it a couple ways. So one way we could do it is we could say if there's open P&L, we can make it a different color or make the line a little bit thicker. So check this out. All right, so last bar on chart, then plot. We're going to do two things. We're going to begin and then end, and then we're also going to plot accounts provider dot account, same one, account 2 dot, we're going to do open P&L. I think that's under account provider, or maybe it's positions provider. But let's maybe real time realize P&L. I guess we could do real time unrealized P&L. We say if it's over 0, we'll say if it's not 0, because the unrealized P&L could be a positive, it could be a negative. But we don't have anything else that's just open P&L. I'm feeling like that is positions provider. It's going to tell you the open position. Yeah, it'll tell you the P&L of the open position. So let's just go ahead and pull that one open. I mean, if we're going to go into the toolbox and we're going to be bringing a bunch of stuff over, let's just bring everything over. If we're going to practice it, let's practice everything. Let's get out on the field. All right, positions provider. Double click that. Double click there. PP. Load. True. Nothing there. Accounts. We don't need any filters there. So I assume the counts is going to be the same as this one here is going to be 2. So we're going to do PP. PP dot accounts 2 dot but with PP we're going to have to do something a little bit different. We're going to have to first, because this is where we got in trouble last night, we're going to have to first say if we do have a position on, then do it. Okay, so we need to go here. We say if PP dot contains symbol and account symbol and get account ID, then we can plot PP dot accounts You know what? That's all we need, really. I do want to see what the open P&L is, though. So maybe have another plot for that. I just want to see how to get to it real quick. All right, so pp.accounts dot, I guess it's not accounts. pp position provider dot, I think it's data. Yeah, it's gonna be data. Collection of data. It'll be for the whatever the index of whatever position we're trying to reference, which would, since I'm only taking one trade at a time, would be of 0. But so that's how we would do that. We would hit that, and then we'd say hit that, hit the dot operator, and then we do open P&L. So if the open P&L is greater than let's make it interesting. Then let's make it real interesting. If PP that contains a similar account, then begin. If pp.data open P&L is greater than 0, then plot 1. We're just going to do the same plot, but we need this to be a lower value plot. If you don't know what I mean, then go back to the video that I did yesterday. Okay, so lower value plot. So we're going to do these plots maybe like 1 and 2, and then this can be plot. We'll start this at plot 5. So this will be plot 1. We'll make this actually, we could have done that as the same one. I guess we could have done that as the same one, just a different color. And then this one is going to be baseline is going to be baseline is going to be green. All right, and then if the P&L is open and it's over 0, then it's going to be let's make the baseline black. I'm trying to make it so that the colors stand out. I'm a little bit colorblind, so I want them to stand out for me. I don't know what stands out for you guys. All right, so we're gonna make it blue, and then we're gonna make it red if the open P&L is under 0. Copy. Paste. I could have done just an else statement there, but I'm not. So deal with it. Begin. Close that end out. I think that's it. All right. So now let's red dot. All right. Getting the line yet? Yeah, what color is that? See? I can't even tell what color that is. I don't know, but let's put something on it. Let's get into a position. Alright, so it's saying the P&L is 0, so it's not changing the color. Now it's positive. Still not changing the color. So, yeah, there's a color change there. Alright, let's make sure that these are on the right type. Make sure that these are all lines. Yeah, they are. You should be connecting the lines. That's not right. Because this should not be connected. It should not look like that. These should be the same line. Because they're plotting literally the same thing. Say maybe it's getting confused because it's above or below the 0, but that's not really up for debate. It's either greater than 0 or it's less than 0. All right, so we're just going to do it. We're going to say if it's greater than or equal to 0, then we're going to plot it blue. Else, we're going to plot it works. So now that we don't have an open P&L, it should go back to, yeah, it should go back to a black. And now we're going to put another position on. When it gets to a negative P&L, yeah, see, I don't. Oh, I know what I know what's doing that, because it didn't have an so we had open P&L here. And so we did plot the blue line like we're supposed to. Now, we didn't have any data from here. Let me stop this. We didn't have any data from here to here. But the chart said, and remember it asked, it said, do you want us to connect the dots if we don't have any data? And I say, yeah, connect the dots. So we need to tell it not to connect the dots. Don't automatically connect the dots. Don't automatically connect the lines. Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna close this, and now we're gonna hit a sell. And so you see here, when we went to a negative P&L, it went red. And then if the P&L goes back to the positive, it should turn blue. That's cool. That's cool. And I didn't even do this for myself. I did this for the YouTube video. You see how I went back to blue? When the P&L got 0 or greater. If you're using limit orders, you're more likely to see something that makes a lot more sense. But if you use market orders, then where you get in at, it's probably going to look a little bit different. Okay. So there you have it. We did positions provider and we did accounts provider all in the same video. And I actually like this. So I feel like I want to keep this and copy it over to my other script. Because I added to my other script, I added something that yeah, I like it. Yeah, so on my other script, I added something that will timer, and when the account network when so much time passes by, I think I set up for 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes it will send me an email. It'll send me an alert of how much of what the net worth is in the account. Okay, but I do like this guy that plots account net worth in one color, and then when it goes positive, it'll be blue. When it goes negative, it'll be red. And otherwise, it'll be black. So let's change it 3. 1 and 3 and 2 and go. 1 and 3 and 2 and go. Alright, PP, we gotta add PP. Position provider. Drag that over. True. We'll click that, true. Make that PP, and that's it. Okay, so now I'm gonna delete this one. Well, I can just pull it up on my other charts. So I already had it up still. Okay, it's down here. Alright, so you see what it looked like. Okay, so we did a buy. Just need to make any adjustments that are necessary. Sell. Buy. Yeah. See, still have connecting. There we go. Okay. I still almost feel like I should make one, like I said, make one more modifier to it to say when we have a new position on. How easy would that be to do, you say? Let's see. A PB that contains, then we're going to plot. This would be plot 1, 2, 3. 1 at 2, 2 ones, 2, 3. This will be plot 4. We will make this. It needs to plot on the same line here. Paste. New order. We'll make it yellow. Okay. And what was that? Okay, so now I'm gonna put on a new position. Boom. So something should turn yellow right there. Alright, come back here. New order. Put that there. Style, don't automatically connect. This shouldn't be a line. This should be a maybe a point. And okay. All right, got a couple points. Oh, it's giving us a point for every time that we do have a position on. We just need it for the first time. So let's say if like we're asking the bar a go, and I don't know that there's historical data or that it's a numeric series, but we need to ask if the last bar didn't have an order. So we'll essentially say we'll call something new order, and we'll say pp dot contains symbol get account ID. So if that's true, the new order is equal to true. Okay. And all we need to then do is say if new order embargo was false, then plot. Okay, so we're gonna close. Let it run for a second or two. That's already yellow. It shouldn't be yellow. Well, technically that first bar would have been false because it's because it was false coming from the coming from the declaration. All right, so let's go ahead and take on a new position. By market, something should turn yellow right there. Yes, it did. Perfect. Now, every bar should not be yellow at this point going forward. Oh, it's frozen. Okay, good. Every bar is not yellow. All right, so that first one was a line. Don't automatically connect. Okay, good. So you see the yellow there. That means that we put on a new order. Okay, and then we're going to close. Now I need to come up with something to signify that we closed. All right, now we're going to take on a new order. We should get a new yellow. Yep, got a new yellow. Okay. All right, so now I need to come up with a piece of code that says that new order embargo was true and it's now false. So if new order equals false, which means that we don't have a position on it anymore, if it equals false, and new order of embargo was true, then we're going to plot again. We can plot the same one. Plot 4. I should almost call it like new order toggle. But instead of it being yellow, we're going to make it be, I don't know, what, red? Red. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but I really don't like that first bar being a trigger bar. So let's just make something very easy. We'll just say we'll have a count. Count plus equal to 1. Count 0. Probably another way to do this, but this is the quickest way I can think of right now. Count plus equal to 1. If new order equal, if new order of embargo is equal to false, when did I get in that position? Wait a minute. Let me close this. Okay, good. I close it and that turned red. That's what we wanted. All right, so I'm gonna close it and then I'm just gonna reset this. Okay, and hopefully when I reset it, it doesn't start with a yellow dot. Okay, right. I think it only started with a yellow dot because I came into the chart already having been in a position. That was the problem there. Okay, so now when I put a new position on, boom, now I should get a yellow dot. Yes. Okay, and then when our P&L is negative, it'll be a red line. When it's positive, it'll be a blue line. And then when I exit, it'll give me a red dot. Blue line, give me some profit. Give me some profits. Sprinkle profits on me. Sprinkle me with profits. Sprinkle me with profits. There we go. We got some profits. We're going to go ahead and lock it in. Close that. All right. And then that should give us a red dot. I didn't verify this, though. Why didn't I verify it? Okay, so we got the red dot. Yeah. All right. I'm good for that. I am. And so we didn't need the count. So we're going to go ahead and take that off. We don't want to have extra computations going on our chart that we don't need. All right, guys. So if you want this script, if you need the script, let me know. This one isn't so. This one isn't so, unique, or took so much time that I'd hide it from you. So you can have this one. It'll be in the Discord though, and you need to ask me for it, and I'll upload it. All right, got that? All right, but I like how it works. Okay, guys, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get off here. Like I said, hadn't been able to really do much with the internet the afternoon, so time to binge for an hour before it's bedtime. Okay, I'm Eric. I'm out. Peace. Peace. Okay, I was just making sure. I thought the volume wasn't coming through on the mic. Wait a minute, let me be sure. Okay, yes it did. Okay, all right. I've been screwed too many times by this thing. All right, I'm out.